Hello everyone and Happy New Year. I'm still feeling quite festive, so I've still got my little Christmassy earrings on because I feel like in the new year it's still a bit festive anyway. Today I'm going to be reading a book for you. I'm reading this one. It's called Last Stop on Market Street. I really hope you enjoy it. Let's go. CJ pushed through the church doors, skipped down the steps. The outside air smelled like freedom, but it also smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. If you look there, you can see he's coming out of his church right here. He ducked under his Nana's umbrella, saying, "How come we got to wait for the bus in all this wet?" "Trees get thirsty too," his Nana told him. "Don't you see that big tree drinking through a straw?" CJ looked for a long time, but he never saw a straw. From the bus stop, he watched water pool on flower petals, watched rain patter against the windscreen of a nearby car. His friend Colby climbed in, gave CJ a wave, and drove off with his dad. "Nana, how come we don't have a car?" "Boy, what do we need a car for? We've got a bus that breathes fire and old Mr. Dennis who always has a trick for you." The bus creaked to a stop in front of them. It sighed and sagged and the doors swung open. And if you have a look, there's CJ's bus. "What's that I see?" Mr. Dennis asked. He pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear and placed it in his palm. Nana laughed her deep laugh and pushed CJ along. They sat right up front. The man across the way was tuning a guitar. An old woman with curlers had butterflies in a jar. Nana gave everyone a great big smile and a good afternoon, and she made sure CJ did the same. And if we look on here, you can see there's CJ, and he's sitting at all the people on the bus. The bus lurched forward and stopped, lurched forward and stopped. Nana hummed as she knitted. "How come we always got to go here after church?" CJ said. "Miguel and Colby never have to go anywhere." "I feel sorry for these boys," she told him. "They will never get a chance to meet Bobo or the sunglass man. And I hear Trixie got herself a brand new hat." CJ stared out the window, feeling sorry for himself. He watched cars zip by on either side, watched a group of boys hop curbs on bikes. A man climbed on board with a spotted dog. CJ gave up his seat. "How come that man can't see?" "Boy, what do you know about seeing?" Nana told him. "Some people watch the world with their ears." And if we have a look, there's the man with the spotty dog. "That's a fact. Their noses too," the man said, sniffing at the air. "That's a mighty fine perfume you're wearing today, ma'am." Nana squeezed the man's hand and laughed her deep laugh. Two older boys got on next. CJ watched as they moved on by and stood in the back. "Sure wish I had one of those," he said. Nana set down her knitting. "What for? You've got the real live thing sitting across from you. Why don't you ask the man if he'll play us a song?" And what CJ really wants, if you have a look, they've got a little phone with some headphones, and that's what CJ really wants. But Nana's saying, "Wait a minute, because something's going to happen." CJ didn't have to ask, because the guitar player was already plucking strings and beginning to sing. "To feel the magic of music," the blind man whispered, "I like to close my eyes." Nana closed hers too, and so did CJ and the spotted dog. And in the darkness, the rhythm of the music lifted CJ out of the bus, out of the busy city. He saw sunset colours swirling over crashing waves, saw a family of hawks slicing through the sky, saw the old woman's butterflies dancing free in the light of the moon. CJ's chest grew full and he was lost in the sound, and the sound gave him the feeling of magic. And if we look at that. CJ is listening to the music and he's just feeling the music, he's loving it. The song ended and CJ opened his eyes. Everyone on the bus clapped, even the boys in the back. Nana glanced at the coin in CJ's palm. CJ dropped it in the man's hat. Last stop on Market Street, Mr. Dennis called, and this is CJ's stop. And if you look, CJ's now getting off the bus. CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling pavements and broken down doors, graffiti tagged windows and boarded up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. How come it's always so dirty over here? She smiled and pointed to the sky. Sometimes when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness for what is beautiful. CJ saw the perfect rainbow arching over their soup kitchen. He wondered how his Nana always found beautiful when he never even thought to look. And if you look, there's a beautiful rainbow. Can you see it behind the buildings? It's lovely. He looked all around them again, at the bus rounding the corner out of sight, and the broken street lamp still lit up bright, and the stray cat shadows moving across the wall. When he spotted their familiar faces in the window, he said, I'm glad we came. And if we look, they're lining up for the soup kitchen, and they can see their friends there. He thought his Nana might laugh, her deep laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on the head and told him, me too, CJ. Now come on. And if you look very closely, you can see CJ and his Nana, and they're helping out in the soup kitchen with all of their friends and all the people that they see. So I really hope you enjoyed that story. This one is called Last Stop on Market Street, and you can find it here in the library. It's one of our brand new books that we've got for the new year. And we've got loads and loads of new ones as well. If you're interested, you can just pop in any time, and if I can recommend you any sort of book that you like. I really hope you enjoyed that story. Happy New Year and have a great day. Thank you. Bye.